Lucky Boys Podcast.
The service usually is very rude, and they don't really, they don't care about you at all. They just serve you food, and that's it.
Well, let me tell you, if a place is rude to me, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me, that's unacceptable. Like
Right.
I'm a guest.
Sure.
And
You're a customer as well, a paying customer.
Right, and I'm supporting your business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying full price for this, and the least you could do is just be nice.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
what it
I mean, I
is.
agree.
Yeah.
You go to some places in Chinatown, like Noodle Town. Have you been there before?
Yes, several times. I've been there.
They chase you for like tips, and they don't give good service either.
Well, it depends. So, I mean, I used to go there. Mostly, it was the after party spot
Yes,
for us.
yes.
We
That is
never-
69.
Yeah, that and 69.
Mhm.
We never ate there during the daylight hours when all the other restaurants were open.
Yes.
We eat there at like 3, 4 a.m. after the club
Right.
or after. So we would go to these.
And I have to explain that to people. They think Noodle Town is like the greatest restaurant. I'm
Why-
like, their food is okay.
Why is that?
bizarre.
Their ratings are high too.
They're
So it's
on. I think they're on some food guides. That's why. Anytime you put like Joe's
Yeah.
Shanghai, that's not the best like soup dumpling spot. It's like
been
a tourist.
Yeah, it's been so popularized, and I'm going. You guys don't know, man. Like,
Nope.
there's other spots like we Asians go.
Yep.
We're shaking our heads like we only go there because that's the only spot open.
Right.
Like, that's anyway. But I guess you connected that because Noodle Town can be very rude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
And they chase you if you don't tip them enough. Not even if you don't tip. If you don't
Right.
tip them enough, they'll chase you.
Right.
I've never seen waiters that aggressive before.
Yeah. Not only that, they started shaming one of my friends because he couldn't speak Chinese. It was the most hilarious
well,
thing because
he can speak
first
Chinese
of all,
well.
he couldn't speak Chinese. You were there with us that
Yeah,
night?
I was there.
Uh,
I was like,
Wait,
and
was he shitting you or was he shitting?
No, he was shitting the guy.
the
My
guy?
our friend. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so you were there.
I was there.
Yeah, it was hilarious because I guess we were drunk, were we? I don't know. We're coming from a party, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I guess we might have been buzzed or whatever.
Okay.
In normal situations, we were just like, hey, we'd be pretty uptight about it. Well, he wanted that green sauce, that ginger green sauce. Yeah.
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 Oh, the one you put in chicken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said it in a really Americanized way. And he was like, just for that, you can only get one.
I know that we didn't tip. We just walked
messed
out.
up.
Yeah. He said,
Walked out.
he said, just for that, you can only get one. And then he asked for another one. He's like, no. He was like, I thought he was joking.
Yeah.
I thought he was joking too, and
Yeah.
then he was super serious.
He was dead serious.
Dead
like,
serious.
you are not really Chinese. You are betrayal.
Yeah.
How can they do that though? There's so many ABCs now. There's so
I know.
many like Chinese people who aren't. They don't speak Chinese. They're
No.
Americanized.
And if you think it's bad in New York, a lot of New York, we're just most of the Asians here our age are first generations, meaning our parents are immigrants.
Right.
Most of our parents are immigrants coming up. So, but that guy has to try to go out to the West Coast. You got 4, 5, 6 generations
Yeah.
That's right.
of Asian Americans. So
Yeah.
I mean I don't think it makes you any less Chinese if you can't speak Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think so. I don't think that should.
But it's not like he couldn't speak Chinese. He just said it. I could understand him.
Yeah, but he said it in an American way.
I could understand
Right.
him. But
Ju-
then
had
to be that
American
rude.
accent.
I mean, to be that
Oh
rude.
yeah, there's no
it's
excuse
like,
for that. There's no excuse for that. That's like again, it's like how do you? It's kind of racist.
There's a lot of other
It's like-
places better than.
but it's
Yeah.
like your own
That's the
people,
point.
so
Yep,
it's like
that's
not
right.
racist. Like, is it racist? Is it racist if you're being racist towards your own people? Like,
No, you're just
I don't know if
being a
there's a
dick.
term for that.
You're just
yeah,
being a
exactly.
dick, yeah.
There you go.
so I don't know. I just I thought it was strange that people think certain restaurants are amazing.
Yeah.
That's because they're marketed in that way,
Mhm.
like in
Yeah, but
bigger
they have
publications.
they have tongues. They can taste food when they go there. They like is this one of those things where the mind, like where everyone tells you like if you're
Yeah.
eating shit and they're going this is amazing delicacy and you're eating shit and you're
I
going
think so.
yeah
I
let me
think so.
join along. Is it like that herd
Yeah.
mentality?
It can be. I mean, a lot of these places, they're not bad. They're just not the best. And, someone who's relatively new to the food scene in terms of like Chinese food, they don't know what's good or what's not. They don't always have something to compare it to. So they say it's decent and they'll say, oh, it was a great experience.
You know
It's
what
very
I
good.
think? I think a lot of them, it has to check the palate. It needs to have salt.
Mhm.
It needs to be sweet, that sugary sauciness, right? And then it needs to have some type of like texture that's not slimy. And I mean, that's pretty much the American palate, right?
That's right.
So it checks those 3 boxes. They're more than likely going to be very satisfied with it. More than likely. If they're not familiar with our food and what it's supposed to taste like.
Right. That's why there's real Chinese food and then there's Americanized Chinese food.